Dear students, today we are going to solve the more questions from the chapter number 14, Basic Principle of Organic Chemistry. See, the first question of today's lecture is draw two Newman projection formula and two Sohor's formula for the propane molecule. Now see here, as you know, what is the propane molecule? Propane molecule is CH3, CH2, CH3. And we know that how we have to draw the formula for the Newman projection. Always remember, this is the structural formula of propane. Now see the Newman projection formula of propane. As we know that in this formula the bond attached to the front carbon atom are represented by three lines. Front carbon atom are represented by three lines, and the angle of these three lines is 120 degree to each other, and they each other from the center of the circle. And the bond which is attached with the rear carbon, means back carbon, is represented by again three lines draw at the angle of 120 degree of each other from the circumference of the circle. See here, this is the front carbon, and these three lines are the bond of the front carbon. This line we show at the circumference of the circle. It is the rear carbon bond. So this line which is from the center of the circle, it is the front carbon and bond of the front carbon, and the line which is at the circumference of the circle, it is the rear carbon and the bond of the rear carbon. Now the second formula is Sohor's formula of propane. As you have seen in this formula, carbon-carbon single bond is represented by a slanting line. Lower end of the line represent the front carbon and upper end represent the rear carbon. So this is the front carbon and this is the rear carbon. Remaining three bonds at the two carbon atom are shown to radiate from the respective carbon. So student, these three lines are these three bonds are the bond which is attached with the front carbon, lower carbon, and these bonds are showed that it is attached with the front carbon. So this is the front carbon and this is the rear carbon. These bonds are the bonds which is attached with the front carbon. These three bonds are the bonds which is attached with the rear carbon. So today this is the first question for the preparation of Newman projection formula and Sohor's formula for the propane molecule. And the structure formula of propane is CH3, CH2, CH3. Now the next question for today's lecture is write the Fischer projection and Wedge formula for 2-chloropropane. As you have known that what is the Fischer projection formula. So Fischer projection formula, there is a three-dimensional molecule projected in a plane of a paper. In Fischer projection formula, this can be drawn by visualizing the molecule with its main carbon chain vertical. As you have seen, this is the main carbon chain which is vertical. Each carbon on the vertical chain is represented by a cross. As you have seen, the carbon is represented by a cross. Okay. By convention, the horizontal line of the cross represents bond projecting up from the carbon. This is the horizontal line and it represents the bond projecting up from the carbon, and this is the vertical line which represents the bond going below the carbon. So it is nothing but a Fischer projection formula. So I am repeating it. In Fischer projection formula, there is a three-dimensional molecule. It is projected on the plane of the paper. Fischer projection formula can be drawn by visualizing the molecule with its main carbon chain vertical. Each carbon on the vertical chain is represented by a cross. Horizontal line represents bond projecting up from the carbon atom, and vertical line represents the bond going below the carbon. So this is the Fischer projection formula of two 2-chloropropane 2-ol. 2-chloropropane 2-ol. See here, it is the condensed formula of 2-chloropropane 2-ol. Now, Wade's formula. So as we have seen that this is the dash line and this is a dash line means dash Wade's. We can say it dash Wade's. It is the bond going below the paper. And this is the dark line. It is the solid wedge and it is the bond projecting above the paper. Always remember, student, the dark line is shown by solid wedge and it is the bond projecting above the paper, and dotted line is the bond which is going below the paper. So these two formula means Fischer projection or cross formula or wedge formula of 2-chloropropane 2-ol or propane 2-ol. It is the question number today's lecture, question number 2. Now the next is the convert the following wedge formula to Fischer projection formula. As we have seen, the Fischer projection formula is nothing but a cross formula and this is the wedge formula. So we can easily convert into a cross formula of Fischer projection formula. See here, this is the conversion of cross wedge formula into a Fischer projection formula as you have seen on your screen. This is the question number 3. Now next is the write bond line formula and condensed formula for the following compound. The first compound is the 3-methyl cyclooctane. Octane means 8 carbon atoms are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 carbon atoms are there and 3 carbon atoms show the branch, means this vertical line show the methyl branch. So it is nothing but a 3-methyl octane and bond line formula of 3-methyl octane. Now condensed formula, as you know that there are two type of condensed formula. One is condensed formula A and another is condensed formula B. In condensed formula A, these brackets are used and no bonds are used, and in condensed formula B there is bonds are used. See here, student, first condensed formula B, 8 carbon atoms are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 carbon atoms are there and third number carbon containing the methyl branch. Third number carbon containing the methyl branch. See here, this is the methyl branch. So it is nothing but a condensed formula B of 3-methyl octane. See here, 1, 2, 3. Third number carbon containing methyl group and total 8 carbon atoms are there. So it is 3-methyl octane. See here, how many CH2 are there? So in this formula, 1, so in this formula 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See here, CH3, CH2. See here, CH3, CH2. Then CH. CH containing branch, that's why CH3 in the bracket. Now after this there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 CH2 are there. So see here, CH2 4. Condensed 4 CH2 in the bracket and at the last CH3 is there. So it will become CH3. First CH3 is there. CH2, CH2 is there, CH is there, CH3 is the branch, that's why it is in the bracket. CH2 are a 4 time and then CH3. So it is nothing but a 3-methyl octane. Now next is the hep2-ene. Hept means 7 carbon atoms are there and 2-ene means second carbon atom containing double bond. So see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carbon atom are there and second carbon containing double bond. Similarly here, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carbon atoms are there and the second carbon containing double bond. See here, CH3 is there, CH3 is there, CH is there, CH is there, double bond at on the position, double bond, then CH. After this CH, 3 CH2 are there. So see CH2 in the condensed form and at the end CH3. So it is the condensed formula A and B. Now the next is 2, 2, 4, 4 tetramethyl. Means second carbon containing 2 methyl group and 4 carbon containing 2 methyl group pentane. 5 carbon atoms are there. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms are there. Second and fourth carbon containing 2 branch of methyl group. See here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 carbon atoms are there. Fourth carbon atoms are there, and second and 4 carbon containing 2 methyl group. Similarly here, CH3 2 time attached with the carbon atom. CH2 1 time, again CH3 3 times are there attached with the carbon atom. See here, 3 CH3 are there attached with 1 carbon atom. 3 CH3 are there attached with 1 carbon atom. So see here, how can we condense it? 3 CH3, 3 CH3, then carbon and then CH2. Now the next is octa-1,4-diene. Octa means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbon atom means octane, and 1,4-diene means 1 carbon containing double bond and 4th carbon containing double bond. So see here, CH2 double bond, CH2, CH2 means all the carbon atoms are at the position only 1 and 4 carbon containing double bond, and total 8 carbon atoms are there. And how can we condense it in the condensed formula A? So we can write in CH2 in the 2 time here. Now the next is methoxyethane. Ether formula is there, means CH3OC2H5. See here, CH3O and CH2CH3. CH2CH3 means C2H5. I am repeating, CH3O, CH2CH3 means CH2CH3. So how can we write it? CH3O, C2H5 or CH2CH3 we can write it. Similarly here, CH3O, CH2CH3. So this is the question for the bond line formula and condensed formula for the compounds. Now see here, there are 5 examples are there in this question. 5 examples are there in this question. So you can easily understand the condensed formula of A and B. Now the next question, the question is, consider the following reaction. See here, reaction is there, means propanol or propane-1-ol react with sodium atom and it form sodium propanoate, means salt, and hydrogen gas will be evolved. So compare the structure of substrate, means propanol, with that of the product sodium propooxide. Means we have to compare this propanol with sodium propooxide. So and see the carbon skeleton. Now see what is the question. We have to compare the structure of substrate and the product. Which part of the substrate the carbon skeleton of the OH group has undergone a change during the reaction? Means see here, in the above reaction OH group of the substrate molecule has undergone the change. Why? Because OH group is replaced by sodium group. Here is starting 2 is there. It means that there are 2 CH3, 2 CH2, 2 CH2 and 2 OH. Means quantity of this substrate is 2. So this 2 OH group is replaced by this 2 sodium group. So OH group is undergo changing and hydrogen atom of hydroxyl group, means OH group, is replaced by sodium. This hydrogen, 2 hydrogen is replaced, because here 2 is there, that's why 2 hydrogen is replaced by 2 sodium. In place of this 2 hydrogen, 2 sodium is attached and reaction is continued and product is formed. Now the next is, what is the functional group? Give 2 examples. So actually what is the functional group? Means a part of organic molecule which undergo changes as a result of reaction are called functional group. Actually functional group give all the property and all the information about the organic molecule. So there are 2 examples. You can learn any one of the example for the functional group, and see there are 2 definition of the functional group, and you can learn any one of the definition of from this. And the example of functional group is, see here, functional group of alcohol is bond OH, and functional group of aldehyde is bond CHO group. There are large variety of functional group. There are large variety of functional group in organic compound. Hence organic compound can be classified on the basis of functional group also. So The resulting individual class of compound is called a family, is named and after the constituent functional group. Always remember, according to the functional group, we can name the compound, and this compound is the family of that compound because of functional group. For example, if functional group is bond OH, it means that it is the alcoholic functional group or the family is alcohol. If functional group is bond CHO, it means that it is the aldehydic functional group and the family is aldehyde. So functional group is nothing but a group of atom in the organic molecule which determine the characteristic chemical property is called functional group. So in today's lecture we have solved many questions. In the next lecture we will see more questions from this chapter. Thank you so much.